Hey guys, James here again with another video, with another year in the books. Of course, it is award season, and in this video I want to talk about some of my favorite games from 2020. Of course, this list is my personal list, and there's a ton of great games which came out in 2020 which I didn't get a chance to play. So if I don't mention your favorite, it's nothing against it. In fact, let me know some of your favorite games of the year down below, and I'll definitely try to get to them if I can. So without further ado, let's get into number 5, Valorant. Valorant is of course Epic Games' entry into the tactical shooter genre. This game feels like a mix of League of Legends and Counter-Strike, and it can deliver some truly adrenaline-pumping moments. The gunplay is satisfying, and it really does get quite tense when you need to make big plays. In my review, I talked a lot about the issues within the game, and while a lot of those still ring true, I'd be lying if I said I didn't have a blast when this game first came out. Unfortunately, it's not really in my rotation anymore, but the open beta and first act had some of the best moments of the year for me gaming-wise. Number 4, Old World. Old World is a historical 4X game by Mohawk Games and Soren Johnson, the lead designer of Civ 4 and creator of Off-World Trading Company. The game is a bit like Civ, except more focused on the classical era, which, to be honest, is probably the best part of Civ. The game also adds some of the family dynasty roleplay aspects of Crusader Kings. Old World does a lot of very interesting things to shake up the 4X genre. For example, they use an interesting order system instead of the classical fixed movement in most turn-based games. They also included the dynamic market system similar to what you see in Off-World Trading Company, as well as incorporating events and decisions which occur, guiding the path of your empire. I plan on writing a review after some more hours into the game, but overall, as a huge Civ fan, I love this game. Number 3, Phasmophobia. Phasmophobia is a ghost hunting game created by one man at Kinetic Games. You and up to 3 others combine forces and use various tools to explore locations haunted by ghosts. The game is genuinely tense and scary and really knows how to mess with you. Not only that, the game has a surprisingly deep puzzle aspect to it, playing a bit like an escape room in some ways. I also really enjoy how the game incorporates your voice, allowing you to really immerse yourself into ghost hunting. My only complaint is I wish I had friends who were more open to playing it. Number 2, Cyberpunk 2077. Yes, Cyberpunk is of course maybe the most hyped game of all time. Developed by CD Projekt Red, the game is an open-world action RPG taking place in a cyberpunk future. The game has a lot of problems and released a huge controversy, but despite all the issues, when you dive into the core of the game, I think the game is genuinely terrific. Since posting my review, I've played the game more here and there, and there are honestly just so many memorable side missions which people probably missed because of all the anger coming out. The game can definitely be a bit dialogue heavy, but it's a beautiful game all around. As one of the lucky ones who had very few bugs, I gotta say, once this game is fully fixed, it's going to be amazing. Of course, it's not a countdown video without some honorable mentions, so here are some other games I wanted to point out. Keep in mind though, only one of these games is actually from 2020, but the other 4 games are games that I loved which I played for the first time this year. I'll try and make these quick. Animal Crossing New Horizons. So yeah, you might have seen my video talking about the many issues with Animal Crossing New Horizons, and to be honest, it is pretty tedious to play. But it also feels wrong for me not to include a game that I willingly put 200 hours into. I really hope they add more things to do in the game because honestly, I would really like to play the game again. GTA Online. GTA 5 was free on Epic Games this year, and as a patient gamer, I took this opportunity to finally experience it. I played GTA Online primarily, and man, what an experience. I don't really know any other games quite like it. Yeah, it's a huge grind and I would literally leave my computer on to make money, that's how addicted to it I was. But there's just so much content, and with how Rockstar is promoting GTA 5 for next gen, it's likely here to stay a bit longer. Apex Legends Season 7. Apex Legends is a game that just won't die for me. Despite it having a lot of the issues any BRs face, the movement and shooting in the game are just so satisfying. Add the fact that Apex came to Steam this year, the implementation of crossplay, and an awesome new map for Season 7, which is my personal favorite, Apex Legends is still one of my favorite games and easily the best battle royale out there. And it's not particularly close. Into the Breach. Into the Breach is a turn-based strategy game a little similar to Advance Wars. You play as a company of giant mechs who battle a race of giant bug creatures known as the Vek as you attempt to save humanity. The game is just such a fresh take on turn-based strategy as it has a focus on damage mitigation, positioning, and planning, often feeling very chess-like. I definitely can't recommend it enough. RimWorld. RimWorld is actually a game I picked up around Christmas on a whim, and man, this game is incredible. A few days in, and I've already sunk a crazy amount of hours into the game. It's a colony building simulation game taking place on distant planets called RimWorlds. You fight the elements to survive, develop your colony, recruit others, defend your lands from invaders and other creatures, and try to make your way to the stars. And those are my honorable mentions of the year. Again, a lot of those are older games which I played for the first time this year, which I really enjoyed and just wanted to give a quick shout out to. And now, of course, we get to number 1, Hades. Honestly, what can I say about Hades that hasn't already been said by just about every video game review outlet? It's just a perfect all-around game. fast, intense, fun, the gameplay is addictive and punishing. The art is beautiful and every character is hot. The music is filled with bangers, and the story is well incorporated through the roguelike structure. Hades is an amazing game which takes the best from previous Supergiant games and puts them into what is perhaps the best roguelike game ever. I cannot recommend this game enough, and at $25, I think it's a steal. And there you have it, my game recommendations from 2020. Hope you enjoyed the video, and please feel free to let me know down below any of your favorite games of the year. I'd love to hear from you and add them to my list for 2021. And as usual, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Peace.